Hi everyone, welcome back to the ShrinkShake Pod.
I'm Utkarsha.
And I'm Tina.
And we're two shrinks who like to shake things up.
Yeah. If you've been here, what the hell? Find
Good
something better to
job.
do.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, seriously, I'm just a box of nonsense. But if you're new here, strap in, settle down, hit that subscribe button while you're at it. But before we get into the podcast today, a very quick disclaimer. This podcast is in no way, shape, or form a replacement for therapy. But if you do need therapy, you can reach out to us at the Coping Central. Anything and everything you need is in the description below. I love how you're always miming with it.
It's
the
a
best.
talent. It's a
A
talent.
talent.
It's a talent.
I guess we're being liberal today with what a talent is and is not. But I think I am so frustrated with the amount of weddings happening on my Instagram.
Are you frustrated because you're not a part of a wedding or you're not being invited to one?
I am frustrated because it's in my face. I've been invited to one too many weddings. I've been seeing
Are
too
you
many
saying
weddings.
People should not get married on your Instagram feed. Just
Yes.
unfollow them.
Yes, that's what I've been doing, but it's just I will have no one left to follow except you and I. That's the only two people I can follow. But I think all over Instagram, people have, really nicely started to understand that there's a difference between a wedding and a marriage, and I'm really happy about that. But there's one thing they're missing out on.
What is it?
Listen, we've scripted this. You know what is it? What it
Thinking
is.
time for the audience.
Thinking.
What is it that's missing between a marriage and a wedding and the conversation on Instagram?
I wonder.
What's the answer?
It's so insufferable. But I think something that people have very conveniently missed out on, or actually it's just invisibilized for what it's worth, is how people don't bring in their family dynamics in front of the partner they're going to marry.
Are you saying they should bring it on Instagram in front of you?
Dude, listen, this is my personal hot take. I love that we've been doing hot takes every...
Hot take.
Hot take time. My hot take is, if you are public with your relationship, with your family, with your friends, if at any point in time you have a fallout, I expect a 5,000 word essay on why it's happening.
My hot take is people are allowed freedom.
My hot take is not in my world. If I'm following you and you're following me back,
Everyone
we know
needs to stop unfollowing her. Needs to start unfollow.
Yeah, that was a Freudian
Bad
slip that I can
articulation.
get behind. But if you're so comfortable shoving your relationship into in my throat, then you also need to give me an explanation on why it's ended.
No.
Because at this point we're a throuple. You don't know it, I know it. I am in your relationship as much as you are. But you need to tell me. And
I hope this tells you never share your relationship with Tina. If you don't want to be a throuple.
Never share your relationship with anyone. No one's interested. Boo-hoo.
That's the opposite of what we are saying in today's podcast. Please share things in your relationship, about your relationship with multiple people, to multiple people.
हो गया. We started with the grand yap. अब आप backtrack करके खुद लिख लो. Script क्या थी इस podcast?
This is the gist. This is the crux. This is where the podcast is standing today.
There need to be more words like gist and crux.
Yeah. This is the
gist, crux, mota.
This is the center point of this podcast. Around it is what it will revolve.
You'll get there. That sentence will come at one point in time. But
the point is, the yap is.
The yap is.
Actually, no, it's not the time for yap.
Said anything.
The point is that you need to, when you're getting married, and this is serious. Okay, serious face. Mm-hmm. If you're getting married, if you are due to get married, if you have a partner who's about to propose you and you know it, but you're acting like you don't. Anyway, if you're getting married, you need to tell your partner about what your family is like.
Yes.
And I feel like this applies to both people in a marriage. Like, again, we're talking very heterosexual idea of a marriage. The girl is leaving her home family, and coming to the boy's home. So she definitely must know what's happening with the boy's family. But also the boy should know what the dynamic is back at the girl's house, because in India, you're not just two people marrying each other, you're two families marrying each other. And if the families are strangers and the kids are strangers, then not fun.
It's a hostage situation.
It's again a hostage situation.
A hostage situation is a great example. It fits anywhere really. Bad relationship,
so.
bad friendship, bad marriage. A lot of things can be hostage ships. Hostage ship. That's my new relationship category. I'm in a hostage ship.
If you want to make it a thing,
if any one of you all uses this is the best joke I've made this year. You need to agree with me on national television.
Maybe not.
That's the most agreement I'll get from her. She's bursting with laughter on the inside.
No,
but you know why I know that? Because we communicate and we know how each other functions.
How the other functions.
Bringing back English. But okay, tell me. When you say like family dynamics, how your parents are, say more. What do you mean about that?
That when you get married, you are getting married not just to a person, but you're getting married to a family system. Mm-hmm. And I think putting on my therapist hat.
Do I need to put mine?
Yeah. No, I'm putting one. I'm telling, I'm educating you as much as I'm educating the audience.
Cricket music.
But anyway, so when we're getting married to somebody, we're getting into a whole other family system.
Yeah.
And if I'm unaware of how their family functions, I'm unaware of how rules are made, what's okay, what's not okay, what are the conflicts that are unresolved in the family since years, what are the things that bring the family joy, what are the things that, act as a trigger point for the family, what are the things that sort of bring in a sense of disturbance for the family, then I run the risk of any explosion happening at any point of time and me not knowing what caused it.
Yeah.
And it's like if I'm marrying a family or if I'm marrying a family, well,
a whole family.
Draupadi calling. That's banger. I hope RSS.
This really wasn't the banger you thought that it was.
It was so good.
It's still not better than my hostage ship.
It's so good.
Anything today has to be compared to hostage ship.
I apologize to many political parties who will be offended by this joke. If you're watching a podcast, you know you have better things to do in life. Thank you.
Do so. Please do so. Anything.
But if I'm marrying into a family, and I don't know, what their sort of trigger points are, it's like I'm walking on, what
minefield.
A minefield. I'm walking on a minefield. And
it's not as fun as playing Minesweeper.
I was just about to say that. Like Minesweeper is still fun because I'm on a computer and it's not exploding in my face.
And the worst that happens in Minesweeper is you get like a sound and then like skulls. Here, listen, babes.
Horse.
Yes.
And
that's not the worst thing to begin with.
It's true. That's still like the
out.
Yeah, that's still like an out. But there are so many bad things that can happen if you're unaware of, how the family functions and you're in that family.
And again, like, some things that also come under it is how conflict was resolved.
Yeah.
In your family. What roles people play. Who brings in the money.
Yeah.
Other things that come to you.
Yeah, and like I said, how do celebrations happen?
Yeah.
Which celebrations are important, which celebrations are not spoken about, what are the taboos, what are the superstitions, what are the rituals, what are the routines. Everything is very important. And is there space to accommodate all of that and new stuff in the family?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I am coming in with my own set of beliefs, values, systems, is there space for them to accommodate this? Or will I be forced to sort of, only take up theirs and nobody will take up mine? Like, is there space to integrate?
Yeah.
Or do we just coexist far apart, or it's coerced? Like, again, right? Like that, your identity changes when you're getting married, and it's not fun to change your identity for things that you don't know.
Again, and it's also so true because if you don't know something and it's sort of, let's say I get married to someone and then I enter the family and on the first day they have like a ritual which I was never told about.
Yeah.
And then I'm uncomfortable with it, but then I have this line of expectant faces in front of me. And then you really have to decide that cost.
Yeah.
That, okay, do I stick by my morals and not do it and let this entire family down?
Yeah.
Or do I sort of, again, wait, I just said both the options in one sentence.
Yes.
But I think the uncertainty of it does lesser for your relationship than you think it does. A lot of times people, I think in our country, we're taught to not talk about our families
Hmm.
outside of our houses.
Hmm.
That, you know, ghar ki baat ghar mein rakho,
Hmm.
so on and so forth.
Hmm.
But if a person is entering your ghar,
Yeah.
then where does the bath go?
Yeah,
is my
and
question.
that's true, and I feel like that the way our society functions and the way Indian marriages functions, especially the monstrosity that arranged marriages are, which I will be very clear, you know, so often are based on a lie.
Yeah.
You're just deceiving. Like at this point of time, it's deception, right? Like if you're marrying somebody and they don't know important things, secrets about your
Yeah.
family, and they come into the family and they get to know only after, and they're not allowed to have any feelings about it
Mhm.
because it's a family thing, it's deception, it's betrayal. It can
Yeah.
bring in so much resentment between the couple, and then you wonder, oh, why do we keep fighting? Why is there no chemistry? Why is there no romance?
Yeah.
Why are we not having any intimacy? Because it's not like all of these things don't just exist between the dyad, right? Like that's a
Yeah.
lot of clinical language, but
You just said dyad.
yeah, I am a clinician now. What to do about it?
Dyads. Comment down below what to do about
Dyads.
Dyads. That just sounds like a typo when you say dad. Hey, dyad, can you get me a
It's
diet?
so bad. That just
I still
undid
I
all
still
of your
made
hostageship.
hostageship. It's still
It's undone.
I'm
It's undone.
It's not
It's
really.
undone.
It's not.
Dyads. It's undone or not?
But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no. That
Go
was
on
it.
then.
That was it. That romance, chemistry, love, intimacy, especially in the Indian context, doesn't just exist
Yeah.
between the relationship that me and my partner share. It really is heavily influenced by the environment that the both of us are in.
Yeah.
And if I feel like that I'm seeing you, but everything around you is like a mystery to me,
Yeah.
I won't be able to trust you.
Exactly.
I need to know everything that you come with, and you need to know everything that I come with for this to work.
And again, if you sort of don't talk about, you know, what your family is like, what your relatives are like, and what your parents are like, and the only point of access your partner has is you. So you will also be the only point of expression that they have.
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
will be the only canvas that they can attribute any colors to.
Yeah.
And that's messed up, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's mossed up.
Yeah, that's true. And that's also going to put so much pressure on you,
Yeah.
no? In a certain way. Like it's going to, then if your partner has to be angry at something that somebody did and they were not aware that that person tends to do that, that anger will come out in you. Why did you not tell me that? Why is it that this was kept a secret? You know, if I'm marrying somebody and that person has, I don't know, a history of mental illness in the family,
Yeah.
and they have not told me. A history of physical illness in the family, they have not told me. They have had loans of crores and crores, and
Yeah.
they have not told me, and I'm marrying into that. That also means that I am taking on responsibility that I had no idea about.
Yeah, like forget I didn't sign up for. I didn't even know like
Yeah.
that existed.
Yeah. Like I can choose to not sign up for it once I know that it
Huh.
exists. And if it doesn't exist and I'm in there, then I'm left with very little choice. Like I said, that, you know, divorce is still like an out.
Yeah.
But if I don't come with the privilege of walking out, then I have to stay in that system with the resentment, with the lack of knowledge that has existed there, and deal with it. That's unfair.
It's very
my
unfair,
God,
and
that's
I
so
think
unfair.
I think again, like I know I can go ahead on both of our behalves and say that women sort of take up the most brunt of this.
Yeah.
No, when we come to the arranged marriage setup, when we even love marriages for what it's worth. And I think it's also really important to understand the history of why people don't talk about what goes on inside their houses. Maybe because their problems could have been made laughing stock out of, and you know, maybe it was treated in a manner कि okay, आप अपना देख लो, हम अपना देख लेंगे. But it's 2026, and I feel like this conversation is so important to have because one, it's incredibly unfair to your partner. Second, it's unfair to you, as we said. Like it places a lot of pressure. Third, it's also unfair to the family system for what it's worth.
Yeah.
No, to have again Daniel Sloss Jigsaw, brilliant sort of stand up. If you want to
Daniel Sloss, we love you.
know more about this, Daniel Sloss, if you're watching,
Daniel
what's up? You can't. But yeah, I think it's something that is really making me scared while I'm talking about this is the unpredictability of it all.
Yeah.
Because what is it called? Like the snowball can go crazy if it starts.
Yeah. And it's also this, right? That if there are important points, important information, there are secrets about my family that I don't share with somebody who's marrying me, then I am also putting them in the face of a lot of danger.
Yeah.
Right? Like I am making them more prone to gaslighting. I am making them more prone to a lot of blame, a lot of shame, a lot of
manipulation.
Yeah, a lot of manipulation, a lot of lying. And that's really an active choice that I'm then making. You know, if I'm not telling my partner about something that's maybe caused me pain, and then potentially can cause them pain, then I'm also taking away their agency to make a choice if they want to put up with this or not. So,
bringing back strepsils.
Strepsils, watching this. You need to sponsor. You need to sponsor us.
Literally. We're two girls whose throats are never doing okay.
So, Strepsils
make us feel better.
That's a new jingle.
Yeah. We won't take money for it. Just 1 million Strepsils.
And 500,000 subscribers.
Sure. See, listen, we're just being really reasonable here.
So, we made you jingle. And there are no secrets in this relationship, so come on board. So yeah, Strepsils. As I was saying that, it's also really unfair to the other person because I'm not giving them an active choice if they want to put up with all of these things in my family. And, my fear can just be that, okay, what if they know all of it and choose to not be there? Which is valid. Valid fear, can lead to a lot of heartbreak. Still isn't enough justification for the other person to not have a choice to deal with this or not.
100%. And I think, I know like trauma Olympics or pain Olympics helps no one, but at one point it's important to sort of take stock of, okay, is my fear going to cause a greater consequence in my life?
Yeah.
Or will the other person have to pay like a higher cost for it?
Yeah.
Because they will have to. Yeah. And again, we are very mindful of the fear of judgment, of the shame that can come along. Because again, we recognize that we've also grown up in the same culture. We know how hard it can feel to talk about family. But it's something that you just have to.
And also, like, my favorite sort of idea of when talking about shame is also that shame begets shame. And the only thing that kills shame is visibility.
Yeah.
So if you are the one who's choosing to break this cycle of, oh my God, ghar ki baatein baahar nahi karni chahiye, nobody should know about this, or this secret should never be shared amongst your friends. If you want to lighten your burden and you want somebody to see that and you want your partner to have more context about you and your life, tell them, make it visible to them, let them see the context that you've come from. Probably they'll also appreciate so much more about you,
and possibly maybe help you through it.
Yeah.
Because we can't fight any system alone, and let's not forget that families are systems as well, which are very controlling sometimes, which are very sort of intrusive and enmeshed sometimes.
Yeah. And it's also this, right, that when so often, like, it also comes from this place of, like, I want to protect my family's image, and what if somebody is coming into my family and they talk to their friends about it, and what if there's judgment and this and that, and that judgment has consequences. Talk.
My question is, okay, and
but like, even if the judgment, like, if I'm marrying somebody and that person's, I don't know, some family member has done, I don't know, some ghotala somewhere, and there's a scam, and at any point of time that person's hiding in my house. It's like, oh, I need to protect them, their family, but they're also criminal, so I can't go and tell everyone around me that, hey, there's a criminal in my house. But at least I'll know that I anticipated that criminal to be in my house. That's the cost I'm willing to pay for love. I love you. You told me that your chacha is a criminal. I will harbor your chacha in my house because I love you. That's such a great act of love as compared to you not telling me that your chacha is a criminal.
Any bodies of law are watching this. This is a joke.
For all legal purposes.
For all legal purposes.
Nobody's chacha here is a criminal.
For legal purposes, I am a concept. I do not exist. Tina Chawla, who the hell is she? We don't know her.
But no, like, sometimes you can be scared of judgment. Sometimes you can be scared of consequences of telling people.
Yeah.
But if you tell and hope for the best and love your partner and hope that they'll also sort of respect you and love you and, want the best for you, then you can figure it out together.
Yeah, and I think for what it's worth, people really look at it as something that can be a deal breaker. But if this is going to be a deal breaker, one, it is that person's choice which they are fully entitled to. So like no amount of love can stop that if they don't want to. And second, this can be a very intimate action if we want it to be. This does require a lot of vulnerability, a lot of opening up, a lot of the other person also getting to see you in the system that you exist in.
Yeah.
And I think something that becomes important is that I don't want to call it a test, but you can sort of have a window to, really see the unconditionality that love can offer. That I see what you bring, I see who you come with and what you come with.
Yeah.
And okay, we'll find a way around it.
Yeah.
We'll work around it.
Yeah. And I feel like that it can also allow for new boundaries to exist with love, right? Like that if, sure, okay, this is what your family's history is, or this is the secret, or this is what they're about. I'm okay to put up with some of it, but then if it gets to a point, this is the action that I'll be taking. Again, there will be preparedness, there will be more shared knowledge, there will be more agency, yeah. So it will just expand the ground the relationship itself is functioning on.
And I think when we sort of get into a relationship, we see like one unit and one unit coming together and they sort of form a shared context in a relationship or courtship or hostageship, whatever you want to be in. That's just me.
Hostageship is one unit.
That's me. Actually. But again, I love how I really mess up my serious points when I do this. But when you sort of come together and you are in a family system, then you all become one unit, which is, let's say, like two wholes coming together.
Oh.
And that is a child. I work with a child. Child labor laws don't come at me. But two whole individuals did help, right?
Right.
But they come together and you all need to figure out your new set of rules as this one unit that's entered a system.
Yeah.
You can have and you should have and you should really prioritize your individuality. But again, there are going to be treatments that you receive as a unit. So it's better to also have information as a unit.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. Like if I marry someone who does not come from a family where birthdays are a big deal, I will break up immediate. That's my deal breaker.
I mean, please offer more context as to why you would do that. No, because I think again, going on to the fact that if we don't bring in shared context, let's say she loves her birthday, XYZ partner does not. So then that partner might just think, oh, she's being too much. And she might think she's being too cold.
Yeah.
But the problem is they've just had very different birthdays.
Yeah. And then we can create shared meaning of what birthdays, celebrations, special days might need to look like. And like so much of conversations around relationships in the therapy room also come from this place of, oh, I have so much to offer, but the other person's not taking as much. Or, I want so much from the other person, but they don't have enough to offer. So all of this is dependent on that context. And, like if you do talk to your partner about why do you have so much to offer? Where do you come from? Why do you have too little to offer? Where you come from? Mix and match with each other sort of content because maybe you do want to kind of stay with each other and want to sort of work it through. So then you create like a medium level of things to offer to each other, and then you give a little and they kind of take a little bit more, and it becomes like a nice concoction of love.
It's like making a cocktail. And by the end of it, you're drunk. It's a win-win.
Drunk in love, Beyonce.
Beyonce, if you're watching this, baby, what the hell?
Shout out,
Beyonce.
Drunk in Love being like the best song ever.
The best song ever.
What a song.
Drunk in Love. We need to buy, guys. The podcast khatam ho gaya, gaana sunna hai abhi. But yeah, I've realized I start 70% of my sentences, both of us. But yeah.
I don't.
We'll rewatch everything. Let's do 3 areas of discussion that you should tap into with your partner before you get married.
Okay, so we'll give you 3 concrete questions that you need to ask your partner so that you can at least start this conversation
Yes.
with them. Give.
One. I was supposed to give one.
Give.
I think one very important to discuss is how conflict was handled when you were growing up. It's important to know whether you like your space, you want to talk about it, you like to cry about it, you like to shut down, you go out of the house, you eat. What is it that you do? Your partner needs to know what's happening.
If you're talking about conflict, then another thing that needs to come up is how love is expressed in the family, right? Like, do you say I love you? Do you hug? Do you not do it? Do you express? Do you express love by giving food, by cutting fruits? Is there no love that's expressed ever? How is love and care expressed when you're sick, when you're not sick? All of these conversations really tell you about the person that you're marrying.
Yeah, and lastly, it's important to understand how decisions have come about in your family. Who gets to have the decision making power? Do you feel like you can take up space in those conversations? Do you feel like you sort of hold things back and then later bring them up?
Are there negotiations that are allowed? Is everyone allowed to sort of make their own decision? Is there like one decision for everything that has to be made? Conflict, love, decision making, very important pillars that kind of work towards, again, like what you said earlier, that kind of form the fundamentals of a